webcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy to welcome you to our today's tap room. The theme of our today's tap room is how to understand your environment with Dell DPACK. Let's start. So, my name is Alex Bajkowski. I'm a solutions architect here at Starwind. At this session, we will discuss what Dell Performance Analysis Kit collection kit is, and I will show you how to use it. We're going to report one of the real-life reports after the discussion. Let's proceed. So that's our today's agenda again. And again, guys, at the end of this tap room, you're always welcome to ask all the questions you have, and I will be happy to answer them. If not, we can cover them in our future remote sessions and in our future tap rooms. Okay, so Dell Performance Analysis Collection Kit. It's a useful tool to analyze your system performance, and it will collect actual performance information on the environment. Collected data is analyzed, and you will get a report or actual view of your project to analyze how huge workload do you have, what operating systems are running on in your environment, how many IOPS do you have in your system, etc., etc. So, and how actual DPACK will help you? So first of all, it will eliminate overspending because you will get huge view of your system, and you will understand what exact equipment should you get. Another good thing, it will speed up the decision making. Of course, it's much easier to make a decision what to buy when you have huge analysis of your system. It will identify opportunity for you to virtualize your current servers, if it would be possible to virtualize your physical servers, which it's almost always much easier to work with virtualized servers compared to physical ones. And it will increase the utility of your future IT investments. Okay, let's proceed. And now, the quick thing, I will actually show you the real life example of the DPACK. So that's the view. So first of all, when clients come to us and ask for our hyper-converged appliances, we need to understand what exactly should we prepare for them, since we don't really know the client. Not always client actually can tell you what exactly does he need, or maybe he thinks that he needs more, and that's why this tool can help him to reduce his costs. So we can prepare the exact system he needs, having the information DPACK can give us. So after clients come, he wants, for example, to get a hyper-converged appliance from Starwind, and we ask him to run a DPACK on his system. We send him this useful link. That's our DPACK. You can see Starwind. Usual information. You fill in all the fields, sign up. You're getting an email with information how to use DPACK and links to download it. You download the zip archive, so we can see it over here. And Then you're just running it over on your system, and let me show you how to do that. Basically, you start it, click yes, I agree. That's the actually like fake name I've given to a guy who wants to run who wants to buy a hyperconverged appliance. And let's click yes. We want to establish a secure connection so that the guys here at Sarwin, our pre-sales team or our engineers will get the information from your system to analyze it. Or let's click OK. I will configure a new configuration, so I will just show you how to do that. And monitor it for a short time just to show you how it's actually done. That's our IP address of our vCenter server. We have vCenter at our lab over here. Let's connect to it. And of course, as usual, we need a administrator credentials to log in and to get the collection kit running. I won't tell you our password, and that's our clusters. As you can see, it's already scanned all the storages we have and shared disks as well. Let's get started the capture. And it's running, and let's our environment, and let me show you the real results from this environment. Now, the DPACK was running for 1 day over there. And let's just go through the report. So that's the executive summary of the report. And we can see that it has been running for like a whole day. Total capacity of our storage is almost 84 terabytes. Not so big, however, that's what we have in our lab, engineering lab. Total used capacity is really small at this moment. However, we're doing different project, it's just jumping up and down. And of course, this part is really important. We have a IOPS that we can see at peak and average IOPS. Why at peak IOPS are important? Since you're basically almost everyone, I think, know that you should do a backups, and full backup could create a huge read-write workload on the storage, and this peaks could happen at the day you've configured the full backups, of course, and your storage should be able to handle that workload. That's why this information is important for us. Read-write radio, of course, is important information too. That's why where we have this field over here. That's field like average daily, right? How much data has been written on the storage, total cores and total number of CPUs, total aggregate network transmission, total amount of memories. We have 640 gigabytes over here, and total amount of VMs. Okay, and let's proceed. First chart shows us latency across the whole infrastructure over here. So we don't have huge latency, so everything goes really fast, and we can see which percentage of storage actually everything is going on. That's CPU usage. It's really small too. We are utilizing only half of our usable memory we have, so we can utilize much more. And of course, that's our peak at almost 5,000 IOPS. that happened, that was reads. So like 5,000 IOPS reads were seen yesterday at 9 p.m. So that's the total summary of our environment. And here we can see executive storage summary adds information regards the storage over here. And if we go further, we can see individual server reports and individual storage local disk reports and individual, let me scroll over there, shared disk report, cluster disk report, and at the end what was being recorded and the actual definitions of the all things we have in this report. The thing is, I'm running a quick report, and actually I have a good question from one of the guys who are listening to us over here. How long should we actually run the report? That's the good question, and I can answer it at this moment. It should be run at least one day. Why one day? Because during the day you have different processes. Your current employers or employees, your guys who are working at your company are doing some things with your databases. Maybe you have RDS server and they are creating workload on your server, and it could be happening, the workload could be different across the day. For example, during the lunch, nobody works, no workload. In the morning, everybody's starting their RDS and it creates my workload, RDS VMs, and it creates some workload on your server. It could be a huge workload. And in the evening, for example, you're running some backups, maybe a full backup, so maybe you have a daily full backup. It creates another big workload on your system. Different kinds of workloads are created during the day. That's why we recommend running it at least a day. And again, I've run today a quick report that was a 10-minute, a quick analyze of the same environment, and we can like compare them to each other. Let's view a report. That's a quick thing, just to check everything. We don't need contact information. Oops. Yep. PDF. Let's create a report to compare them between each other. Basically, of course, you can sign up by yourself and do the same things by yourself. However, if you want us, and of course you can share the PDF afterwards with us. However, if you want everything to be done by us and avoid doing it by yourself, you're always welcome. We'll send you the link needed, and you will understand. We will do everything for you. So basically, let's compare. I think it would be enough to compare executive information. So as you can see, the main thing that it differs over here is IOPS and read-write radio over here. So you can see that it is more than 10 times lower the IOPS number on the left chart. That the actual analyzed tool was running only for 10 minutes, and that's a huge difference over there. And that's the main thing. It won't give us the understanding how fast storage should be of the appliance. So That's why we're asking you to run at least for a day. However, it would be much better to run it, like, if that's possible, again, for a week. It would like give a total understanding what's happening to your environment across the week. That's why it will give us an opportunity to create the best and cost-effective system for our client. That's, I think, the main difference. Read-write radio and IOPS are giving you the difference. That's why at least 24 hours for a Dell for a DPACK to run. And of course, if we go down, we see huge differences across all the systems, and it won't give us whole information on how to or on what actually happening with your system. We can get another report. However, over here, if you sign up by yourself, you can get a little more detailed overview of your environment. That's pretty much the same information we have in the report. Oh, better, more beautiful some charts. Let's go over to the performance view. Again, that's our project, that's our system. Oh, I guess that's the wrong one. Let me just, yep, that's the wrong one. That's one. Well, then we should view this one. Let's click View Project. Yep, it's much detail. Yep, that's the one. Oh, that's another thing we can, as you've seen, let me just information really differ here as well. So that's the numbers. As you can see, everything is different. That's again why I'm telling you to run the report at least for an hour. Or for 24 hours. I'm sorry, my mistake. On the Performance View tab, you can see more detailed overview of your system, shared cluster disks, their performance. So that's how we're in the first storage, where we're keeping actually most of our virtual machines. That's as you can see, not really so huge IOPS over here. However, that's the peak we're having over on it. ISO mostly happens nothing since it's just a file share where we're keeping our just different ISO files. And more details, information per actual different server. CPU description, in my experience, Dell servers will show you the actual CPU name. So I can show you, for example, I will show you further operating system and all the information needed from each server you've configured to in the DPACK. Let me show you, for example, some kind of real case. That's the real case, and you can see, for example, it's server, only one host. However, the gentleman is planning to achieve high availability. That's a good thing. So 3500 IOPS, and you can see it's Dell server, pretty good one, and Intel Xeon processor. So guess maybe Supermicro will fix this thing, or it maybe has you should probably know Veeam has one report, and we are going to have actual webinar regarding the Veeam one report usage too. So maybe we'll collect information better. However, this tap room is related to the Dell Performance Analysis Connection Kit. So that's the basics, I think. It's pretty easy. I think nothing really hard, but that's important information for us, and actually that's important information for the for everybody, like to understand how actually your system perform and what you should improve. Or so basically maybe you should go and virtualize some of your server, etc., etc. So guys, it's like time for your questions. So actually a good question is how often DPACK is transmitting information. So basically DPACK is collecting data frequently, and it is sending data to the servers every 5 minutes, and actually it won't create additional workload on your environment, and you actually won't even notice it on your server, on your laptop, either where you're going to run it from. Okay, another good question: what actually happens if the collector loses connectivity to the internet? So if the tool if your system or laptop where you're running DPACK from is losing the connectivity to internet, that tool will just write all the data which was not transmitted to the servers, DPACK servers, locally, and afterwards you can upload the file which is stored near the DPACK tool to the actual servers, or for example send it to us as your as the consultant, so we could get uploaded to the DPACK site and get the report for you. Another good question: if DPACK can collect data from SMB shares, NFS export, or different shared storages. Actually, yeah. So if SMB shares and NFS exports are hosted by a VMware OS or Windows, so basically any certified OS DPACK can work with, it will work. So guys, do you have any additional questions? Okay, gentlemen, thank you for actually coming to our tap room, and it was a pleasure for me to share my experience with you, and thank you again and have a great day. Bye bye.